we looking at today, Humble? Well, see this root? That's ginger, and you know garlic, and if you ever had cinnamon toast, you know cinnamon. And you know don't touch that or you'll be welded. And if you look in here, we got water. So we got water, cinnamon, garlic, and ginger cut up with this sharp knife. I got more to prepare, but I'm going to put them together and we'll have something delicious. Hang on. Okay, they say a watch pot never boils, but this sucker's getting ready to do its thing. So we need to cut these up nice and fine, not fine, but in slices at least, so they'll be like this pile of ginger. And the cinnamon is going to come into play, but not right away. That's later on. So let's get this going here. I got it on kind of zoom so I won't get the steam in the lens. But you get this stuff boiling, as I think you can see pretty good right here. And I got to get myself a nice spoon that I can stir this with from time to time. Actually, it's not all that necessary right this minute, but it will be necessary to keep it stirred. And what we do is we're going to bring it up to a frisky boil and then let it boil for a while, and it'll be happy. Now let me adjust this thing back again. There we go. So this is the deal. How many times have you ever eaten something like a Diet Pepsi or some kind of thing? You said, well, you know damn well it ain't good for you, but will I probably live through it and not get cancer or some shit? And you say, fuck it, I'm eating it anyway, you know? But here's the thing, where ginger root is extremely good for your liver, it'll help your liver to get better and better and better. And a happy liver makes for a happy you. And the garlic, of course, which I think I put away, I did. That's good for your heart, and a happy heart is nice. So you got liver and heart, and the cinnamon, that's a cleanser, and this is delicious besides. So you got three things that you know are good for you, plus water that I use this. Now, unless they're totally bullshit, meaning it comes from a fucking sewage treatment plant or something, it's got to be better than what comes out of the tap with the fluoride, because fluoride not only is rat poison, but it's fucking bad for your cells. There ain't nothing good about it, except it's a waste product of some kind of bullshit millionaires are making money off of. But that said, you let this go for a while. You can already smell in the air the garlic, but this is so freaking good. And it's delicious once you get it made. So let me cut this to the chase right here. There's one other ingredient that I forgot to add is right here. Honey. Real honest to God honey from Happy Bees. And this is a guy just down the road. He's a good guy. He risks arm and leg to get this to us, and at a reasonable price, $11 for 2 pounds of honey. And I eat it I mean, I don't eat sugar. I avoid sugar like the fucking plague. You know you're going to get it if you get chocolate, or if you're going to get a sweet roll at the store, what. You get enough of that crap on your own. So just avoid the friggin' over-processed cane sugar, which is, it's going to do you harm. So, but get used to this. This takes time to get used to honey. You have to use a little bit more of it than you would sugar, of course. Any of that other bullshit, you know, that sweetener made by God only knows who in a chemical lab, fuck that. You know, just avoid that horse shit. You know, not getting cancer is a hell of a lot less scary than trying to get healed from it. So I'll get this little kid. We'll look up at the time, 9:29. Oh, we'll give it at least till 9:35, 9:40, somewhere in there, just to cook on. I think you can. Let me zoom this in a little bit, maybe. There we are. It's a little better than medium, but we've turned it down from full bore. So that's what we want to do, is just let the thing sit there and be happy. As you can tell, the color beneath it is now, you still wouldn't want to touch it, but nevertheless, it's not what it was. Because you see it's 9:40, and I've had breakfast and cleaned the dishes, so let's pop some of this in here. 1, 2, 3. 3 good-sized dashes of cinnamon, and now the room is smelling like a sweet roll. Skyrim or not. As you can see, this is boiled down quite a bit, but it's getting a nice color due to that. Actually, I think we could have used some more water, but we'll get one glass. We should have definitely had more water than this. But it'll work for the time being. What we need to do now is come over here and get our honey and try to do it one-handed. Nice dry spoon. Now this is the big, see, here's the size of the cup. And here's the size of the spoon, one of these big tablespoons. Come on in here, don't be afraid of the honey. Get yourself a nice generous amount of this and wing it right into there. See them in there happy? We made a little bit of a mess, but if you get the hang of honey, it's a learnable trait how to use it. Okay, now let's come over here and grab our porridge, as it were. Now, I've never done it one-handed, and I don't want the goodies to fall in. I just want the water. We may get a few goodies. Ah, shit, I had nowhere near enough water. Okay, but it's doing its thing. Here's the good part, is I can put some more water in here, because this has got plenty of longevity to it. There's those nutrients that are in there is no problem. Let's get some more of this going here. Alright, now that's what we're talking about, a good amount of water. So we're going to go ahead and cook this other half of the batch. Now here, that gallon jug was pretty near full when I began, so this is how much water we've used. And it's going to take time now, but we don't care. It can take all the time it wants. We're just going to put it on. Now it does look lame. It looks like we need new nutrients. But I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to just cover that right up and let it do its thing and not worry about it. But what we are going to do, kick up the heat just a little bit here. We're not boiling it now to kill any parasites. We are, well, you never know. Okay, we'll stir this up nice. Notice the honey's missing. Yeah, it's hot water. God made honey water soluble. Amazing, isn't it? So there we have that. Now, you can tell, towering inferno, that shit is hot. So we're going to leave it aside for a minute. We could add a little bit of water to it, and we can clean up the little bits of honey as we find them. That's water. Okay. Now it's just time to enjoy this. Okay, folks. Sorry for looking a little ratty. Just, you know, I got to get up and going today, but I haven't done it yet. So here's the thing. Let's take a sip of this. It's delicious. It's not too sweet. It's just sweet enough. It's got some whoop ass. I mean, it's almost like a jalapeno heat, but not quite. And it doesn't last, and it doesn't keep burning the piss out of you. But you can tell it's got a little whoop ass. But it's delicious. It's perfect. Just what I made perfect. Now, here's the thing. Have you ever known anybody who was in Vietnam? I mean a real vet that went there and come back. Has he ever told you about a thing they have over there called a three-stepper? It's a very poisonous snake called a crate, I think it is. Well, what are we talking about that for? I'll tell you why. Because there's a thing about this when you first do this, and you've never done it before in your life. You may get the three steppers. What? We're going to die? No. Your bowels are going to react in a way that they've never reacted before. And you don't want to be at the shopping mall or on a 5-hour car trip on the thruway after you've drank your first cup of this. Because you'll get it the three steppers. You got 3 steps and you're going to shit. Whether you're near the toilet or not, sucks to be you. At least that's how it affected me when I first did it. But after the second or third time I drank it, don't bother me at all. Now what it's supposed to do is rid your body of parasites. So if you shit spaghetti, you go, oh my God, that shit was alive in me. I've never seen nothing like it. So praise God, my diet of hot peppers and what have you has, and I don't eat raw meat, never eat sushi. Uh, I don't want parasites. Do you want parasites? You want shit living in you that don't belong and don't pay no rent? And that shit inside your body don't like the feces in it? Ugh. I'm not into it. And they're gross looking. And I don't want that. So when I looked into this a few months ago, I found out about this. And then I read up on the effects of the ginger to your body for health promotion. And I've always known garlic is good for your heart. Not so good for your love life unless your sweetheart is eating garlic too. And it'll keep the coworkers a long ways off from you because you reek. I used to eat raw garlic driving a concrete mixer. Freaking guys would run. Just get the hell away from you. You reek. Yeah, but it was good for my health. You know, whatever. You live alone. You can't take chances on getting hurt or sick or none of that shit. You got to do everything you can because when you get sick alone, it blows with a capital B. There ain't nobody to do nothing for you. You crawl, do what you got to do, but you're alone. So here's the deal. This shit's delicious. And why are we still down here in the kitchen? Because I'm still heated up that stuff. That's got me bound here. I want to go upstairs and have some fun. And fun we will have, praise God. Oh, like this. This is good. So God bless every one of you with a capital G and a capital B. Man, that is good. That is good. And it's good for you. Made out of shit that you know you've watched yourself make. Remember some time ago I was telling you that at a certain time of year these turn to white flowers and then the bees come? Well, it's come to towards the end of that cycle, but they're still here. You might be able to hear them if I shut up. In fact, I'll move to another location where you might be able to see them better. Now you say, this is the entryway to your house, Humble. Aren't you afraid you're going to get attacked? No, they don't bother me. I mean, here they are right here, and they don't bother me at all. They're not after me. They know I'm not going to harm them. I don't monkey with them. And they don't bother me. Now, I wouldn't want to go slap the friggin' branch they're sitting on. That would be pretty, you're asking for trouble. I better watch what I'm doing here. I don't want to get stung, that's for damn sure. I mean, you got to use a certain element of reality if you're going to be doing this kind of thing. Let's see if I can find some more of them. There's one right there. Now see, he's not bothering anybody. He's just doing his thing. Now I love honey. I eat it every single day of my life. So I don't have any problem with these guys. See them? They don't bother me at all. But now there's a nice picture of one. If he doesn't mind me getting a little closer. See, there he is. They're honeybees. Now, if I go batting the piss out of this thing, which is really as stupid as you'd want to be, you're going to get stung because you're going to become threatening to these creatures that are trying to do their job. And they're going to kick your ass. But if you don't do that and you just behave yourself, they don't bother me. They're busy. They know winter's coming. They ain't got time to screw around with me and my foolishness. Now, you can see that some seeds have already started to manifest, and that's because those flowers were already pollinated. But this is kind of what it is. And it's real pretty, and the smell is absolutely wonderful. It smells almost like baby powder. It really does. And I wouldn't suggest buttering a baby with this stuff and set them out in the yard. Now here's another look at them from a different batch of these. Now I'm going to try to be not too close where I freak the bees out, but where you get a decent look. Now maybe I can zoom it in just a little bit. I don't know if it'll do this. And we can really see the bee. Oh, maybe we can. Look at that guy. He's big now. I don't mean to be shaky on the holding this thing, but it is a little bit of something to do. Look at that guy. He's big. See, and then there comes another one. And he's doing his thing. They don't monkey with each other too bad. So that's, I just wanted to show that to you.